He is saved by a girl named May, who is a Cupid. May explains that several days ago, he had eaten some special chocolates that had caused him and others who consumed them to experience false memories of love. This had resulted in the confusing and overwhelming situation he had found himself in. May's explanation sheds light on why the three girls suddenly had stories involving Howie. She informs him that the only way to break the curse is to fulfill the deepest desire of each girl. As a result, he begins with Zia. Zia is feeling sad and upset, as she believed that Howie had died after jumping from the roof. However, Howie is alive and well, and he goes back to her to apologize for the confusion and misunderstanding. In an attempt to fulfill her deepest desire, he takes Zia to get a pregnancy test. The pregnancy test comes back negative, and Howie is ecstatic about the result. However, Zia tells him that she will do her best to get pregnant the next time around, leaving him even more surprised and perplexed. Howie takes Zia back to her home, where he discovers that she lives alone in a large mansion most of the time, as her father spends all his time at work. Feeling emboldened, he rudely informs Zia's father over the phone that he got his daughter pregnant. Upon his arrival, it becomes evident that Zia's father is a prominent and affluent businessman. Nevertheless, Howie remains composed and asserts that, despite the material wealth he can provide for his daughter, she is still lonely and yearns for her father's presence in her life. When Zia witnesses Howie confronting her father, she is overwhelmed with happiness, and tears well up in her eyes. It is apparent that Howie's words have an impact on her father, and this moment of connection is enough to fulfill Zia's deepest desire. As a result, the false memories of love that she had been under the influence of begin to fade away. The following day, Zia invites Howie to go on a date with her, which leaves him confused as he thought her false memories had vanished. However, May explains to him that regular memories cannot be erased. Hence, all the events that took place at Zia's home are now part of her real memories, which means that she cannot forget them, and as a result, she falls in love with Howie. Although he is hesitant, Howie ultimately agrees to her date. However, it appears that things are not entirely settled down yet. Out of nowhere, his childhood friend Ayong appears, revealing that she has always been obsessed with Howie, and her feelings had nothing to do with the Cupid chocolates. In front of everyone, she kisses him. After Ayong kisses him in front of everyone, she wants Zia to know that Howie belongs to her. Zia asks him if they are still on for the date, which they are. While Howie was walking up the stairs, Tang surprised him and reacted by slapping her. Tang then told Howie that they were breaking up. Howie criticized Tang's attitude and warned her that nobody would like her if she continued acting that way. Tang became angry and stormed off. May approaches Howie and he asks her if breaking up with the girls would solve their problems. May responds by telling him that he knows nothing about women. When a girl says we're breaking up, it is usually just a warning something is wrong in the relationship. Despite the recent breakup drama with Tang, Howie decides to go on his planned date with Zia. Surprisingly, they both have a great time and even attend an anime convention together. While there, they unexpectedly run into Tang, who is revealed to have a secret hobby as a cosplay girl. Despite her tough exterior, Tang keeps her cosplay hobby hidden from others because she doesn't want to lose the respect of her peers at school. However, she has always dreamed of winning the annual cosplay competition. Since the cosplay competition requires 3 participants, Zia offers to help Tang. Although Howie is initially reluctant about the idea and doesn't want to dress in women's clothing, he ultimately doesn't have a choice as Zia and Tang force him into joining their cosplay group. Tang discovers that her costume has been damaged in an attempt to sabotage her, which causes her to become upset and leave. However, he looks for a solution to still participate in the competition. Later, when Tang appears on stage, Howie delivers a heartfelt speech about Tang, emphasizing that she should not feel the need to conceal any part of herself or pay attention to those who criticize her. Tang expresses that the true essence of Tang is beautiful, and she should be proud of who she is. Tang has an epic entrance as they fall from the catwalk, and this saves the competition, leading them to victory. Following this, Zia begins to feel insecure because he had shared a beautiful moment with Tang, but she keeps it to herself, causing him to question the significance of their connection. With some free time on his hands, Howie takes advantage of the opportunity to concentrate on his studies. He desires to be the best in his class once again, a goal he had when he was younger. In the past, he would often compete with Aoyong, but he was consistently outperformed by him, at least until high school. Howie reveals that he had started intentionally letting Aoyong win in the past, as he was tired of her constantly bothering him. However, he now wants to regain his previous level of excellence. To achieve this, he proposes a bet to Tang and the other girls in the sports club, where the winner can ask the loser to do anything without question. The condition of the bet is that only one of them needs to score higher than Howie in the next midterm test. Despite giving them a considerable advantage, Howie remains very confident in his abilities to win the bet. Howie dedicates himself to studying relentlessly and seeks the assistance of his teacher frequently. While he is consumed with his studies, Tang and Zia begin to feel a sense of isolation, as they desire more of Howie's attention. On the day of the exam, Howie's hard work pays off as he scores the highest in the entire school. Since Howie wins the bet, Tang must fulfill his request, which is for her to wear a maid cosplay outfit for 2 weeks. Howie believes that this will bring out the true essence of Tang, and it does, making her immensely happy and fulfilling her long-held desire. Additionally, it lifts the curse of Cupid, which had previously affected her love life. The final girl appears, who was previously mentioned to have 2 children with Howie. However, it is revealed that these memories were fabricated, and the children do not exist in reality. Nonetheless, Howie spends time with the girl as if they were his children, playing with them and creating happy memories together. Howie realizes that he needs to resolve the situation with Lin, so he goes to her house with her. While there, he meets Lin's mother, who also has false memories of Howie and is upset because he hadn't returned in days. Despite the initial tension, Lin's mother invites Howie inside, and they all eat together. Howie receives a call from Zia, who invites him on a date for Sunday. Howie ultimately accepts the invitation. Later that day, Lin proposes that they take a walk with the children, which is also on the same day that he is scheduled to go on a date with Zia. Instead of scheduling the 2 events on different days, Howie devises a clever solution and agrees to make both plans for that Sunday. On the day of the dates, both girls are excited, and Howie divides his time between the 2 events. He spends a few hours with Lin and her children, taking them to a theme park and playing with them. However, he must leave soon to meet with Zia as planned. After spending time with Lin and her children, Howie leaves them with their mother and meets up with Zia. The two have a great time together, taking photos and going to the park. They share a strong chemistry, and Zia even tries to kiss Howie at one point, suggesting that they take their relationship to the next level. However, their moment is interrupted when Mei appears once again. Howie is still confused about why Mai, the school beauty, likes him and wonders if it has something to do with the chocolates. However, Mai confirms that her current feelings for him are real and have nothing to do with the chocolates. Later, Howie returns to Lin and her children, spending the afternoon with them and taking them out to eat. Howie discovers that Lin has unresolved issues with her father, but she doesn't like to talk about it. In order to help her and fulfill her deepest desire to lift the curse, Howie decides to find out the truth about Lin's past and her relationship with her father. Howie goes to investigate Lin's past and talks to one of her former teachers. The teacher reveals that Lin used to be a happy and attentive child until one day, her father took her to school and never returned, leaving her with a deep sense of longing and sadness ever since. Howie seeks Lin's father's help with the help of his brother, who works in the police department. He gets a list of phone numbers that might belong to Lin's father. Howie calls all the numbers one by one and finally reaches Lin's father through the last one. Howie discovers that Lin's supposed father is not her biological father and confronts him for abandoning her. However, the man explains that he was only with Lin's mother for a short while and that he's not her real father. This revelation confuses Howie and he asks Lin's mother for an explanation, but she remains silent. Howie learns from a neighbor who loves to gossip that Lin's father is absent. In his curiosity, he digs deeper and finds out that Lin's mother was previously married to an officer who passed away soon after their wedding. This tragic event caused her a lot of pain and suffering. After Xiao's husband died, she met a businessman who wanted to take care of them, but their families had too many disagreements, and the relationship ended shortly after it started. This left Lin with a deep sadness for her father. After learning about Lin's past and her father's absence, Howie feels frustrated and powerless. However, he later realizes that he should at least try to persuade the businessman to come back to them. He talks to him, but unfortunately, his efforts are unsuccessful, and the businessman declines his request. Howie becomes frustrated with the situation regarding Lin's father, but he eventually calms down and decides to spend time with Lin and her children. However, a sudden and serious car accident occurs, and Lin is taken to the hospital. After the car accident, Lin's adoptive father is quickly notified and arrives at the hospital. It turns out that Lin is fine, but Howie ended up taking the impact and is badly injured. He selflessly saved Lin's life. However, amidst the chaos, Lin's stepfather also arrives at the hospital, and there is a heartwarming reunion between him and Lin. In a dreamlike state, Howie says goodbye to the children, feeling that he has finally fulfilled Lin's deepest desire. When he wakes up, he finds that Lin is by his side. In the end, Howie is able to fulfill the wishes of the first 3 girls who tried his chocolate. However, it is revealed that there are actually 3 more girls who also tried his chocolate and made wishes. Howie makes it his mission to find these girls and fulfill their wishes as well. He sets out on a journey to find